film and take notes at the same time.
All you gotta do is move it on me, okay? Interest rates. All right, guys, we're recording and need you paying attention to this. Okay. The way interest works, why interest has to do with exponential growth. I did a couple of examples of this last year. And let's see if I can do something again. Simple interest, first of all.
Yeah, there's simple interest and compound interest.
There's simple interest, yes, and compound interest. Good.
No, there's continuous.
Yeah, PERT's coming up. We're getting there.
Continuous interest?
Not yet. Pardon? I don't know. Okay. Simple interest. Okay, guys, let's get going here. Simple interest is. Shh. My usual example I like to start with. You borrow $1. This will never happen in real life, but you borrow $1 at, actually, you know what, I'm just going to say 5% interest. $1 at 5% simple interest. What does simple interest mean?
0.05.
Ah, you're right. You know what? I need you to write 5% interest or 0.05, but not both. Excellent. Okay. $1 at 5% interest.
Isn't that like ridiculously good?
That's ridiculously good for these days. Yeah, it didn't used to be. Borrow $1 at 5% interest. At the end of 1 year, what do you have in the bank?
$1.05.
That's right. Let me write this table a little more clearly here. At the end of 1 year, year and amount in the bank. Year 1, you have $1.05. You gained your 5-cent interest. Okay? What has happened, what Nabil just did very quickly, whether he knew it or not in his head, was he took 5% of $1 and he added that to his dollar. Another way to get that is to multiply your dollar by 1.05. Subtle, yeah. At the end of year 2, you're going to get your original amount back plus 5% interest on this original amount. No, it'll be more, actually. Don't guess. Don't guess. It's going to be $1.05 multiplied by something. Now, here's what I want to multiply it by. I'm going to multiply it by 1 because I want to get my original money back. They're not going to take my money.
Wait, why is it in brackets?
Just because I'm trying to distinguish it. Okay? Plus, I want my interest.
Wait, if you're borrowing $1,
I'm using this as an example. Yeah, you're borrowing $1. Okay? I'm sorry. You know what?
you're putting it in the bank.
Yeah, this is how much you owe back. Yeah, I'm really misphrasing this today. I apologize. Yeah, if you borrow $1, this is how much you owe the bank after a year. Okay? Let's say you're saving $1 instead. May I change the problem at this point? Otherwise, I'll give myself a headache later. Thank you, Michelle.
$10.25.
Okay, this guy. Now, let me get to the concept here. All right? You're multiplying it, you're multiplying however much is in the bank times 1, and that represents getting the money back, because anything times 1 is itself, plus 0.05, because that represents 5% interest of this. And Jesse, what does that get you?
1.1025.
1.1025. So really, at this point, you got $1.10.
Is that what I said?
I'm not sure.
That's what I said.
I said $1.10.
Right, that was a guess. You were just adding another name.
Yeah.
All right.
I said
Now,
$1.10.25.
at the end of year 3, you're taking your $1.1025, rounding to $1.10 here, and you're multiplying it again by 1 plus 0.05. The 1 is because you're getting your $1.10 back. The plus 0.05 is the 5% interest added onto it. What'll that get you?
115.763.
115, $1.15. Oh, and finally it rounds up to $1.16. Probably getting more than a nickel.
Does the bank ever round up though?
They're supposed to. I don't know. I don't think most people don't double check.
500,000 to 1 to 600,000.
I'm embarrassed. I've never double checked. So,
They probably don't.
Back
well,
teacher.
let's pretend they do for a moment. $1.16 now. You're multiplying by 1.05 again. The 1 to get your $1.16 back. The 0.5 represents you getting the interest on it. And what does that give you?
1.21551.
1.215, we're going to say 1.22. So you're starting to get more than a nickel a year as your amount in the bank improves. Yes?
Is it possible to, not an assumption, but let's say you put let's say I put $10,000 in the bank.
Yeah.
Okay? And I tell the bank that I want this to gain interest. You can't take it out until 100 years from now. Give it to like my, what's it called?
Heirs or children or something?
Can you do that?
You want a certificate?
Those are called trust funds.
Or can you have a trust fund for like 100 years?
I don't know. Depends on the bank. If you're rich enough, a bank will do anything for you. If you go in there and say, here's $10 million, they will do whatever you want with that $10 million. Because what they're really going to do is take that $10 million and invest it. And with that much money, they're sure they can make more money back. So they'll, set it up however you want to. If you walk in with $1, they'll be like, yeah, right. But yeah, if you got a lot of money and a good lawyer, they'll do whatever you want.
Put $1 in for 100 years. Maybe like $3.
Yeah, it will be less than inflation. Mathematically, what have I done 4 times here? What math have we done?
Confuse us.
Simple interest.
Simple interest. What have I done even simpler than that? What have I actually done to my original dollar?
Found out. Oh, you've increased
Increased it.
Over 4 years.
More simpler. More math simpler. Think in terms of like the basic math operations. Has subtraction, addition, division, or multiplication been going on? Multiply. Multiplied by what?
By interest rate.
1.05.
By the interest rate plus 1.
Right.
Okay? So what I've done is I've multiplied my amount in the bank is equal to the dollar I started with, and I'm multiplying by 1.05 over and over again as the years go by. Do you see how this is starting to look like an exponential type of situation?
Yeah.
Because anytime you're multiplying over and over again, you got an exponent. Okay, that's how simple interest works. If I want to write it as a formula for simple interest, my formula is my amount in the bank equals my principal. What does principal mean?
Like
What you started out with.
Starting amount, yep. Times 1, we're getting to per, but not yet, plus your interest rate raised to the number of years. Okay? That's your amount. A is your amount. P is your principal.
Does the 1 equal E for the
The 1 plus the rate gets combined to E. I did the exercise last year that I don't think I have time to today, where we did $1 at 100% interest, and we kept compounding it more and more, and the number kept getting